There was a time when Dr. Disrespect was one of the most loved streamer on the internet. His streams on Twitch used to gain hundreds of thousands of viewers. His gaming persona was completely different from other streamers, which made him loved by millions until he suddenly got banned on Twitch. And it was still a mystery as to why he got banned until a few weeks ago when something was disclosed that would change his life forever. This is Donut Worry, where we bring you weekly documentaries on influencers, streamers, and viral content. Today, we're going to take a close look at the life of Dr. Disrespect and find out how he went from being one of the most loved streamers to one of the most hated on the internet. Herschel Beam IV, better known as Dr. Disrespect, or the Doc, was born on March 10, 1982. He graduated in 2005 from California State Polytechnic University, where he played NCAA Division II basketball and was a fairly successful basketball player. While in college, he started playing Halo, Combat Evolved, and Halo 2 and became quite known in the Halo community, while using the gamertag Diarrhea Panic. From the start, he always enjoyed taunting others on their gameplay.
You want to run down my alley? That's a goddamn mistake. You don't mess with the doctor. Hey, you're gonna die. There's a guy upstairs. You didn't listen, did you? I gotta take him down.
And it was also around this time when various gaming YouTubers were also emerging, who used to play games while commentating on them simultaneously as well. He loved this concept and thought of stepping in as well, but he wanted to be different from other traditional gamers who just used to commentate on the gameplay and do nothing else. He had an idea that would make him the most loved streamer. He decided to become a character, and this character needed to be different, not just by his skills, but on basis of how it looked as well. So he went to a costume shop from where he bought a wig, fake mustache, and a weird-looking sunglass, and went straight to record his first ever Call of Duty video for YouTube. But before recording his first Call of Duty gameplay, he decided to change his name from Diarrhea Panic to Dr. Disrespect.
The name is Dr. Disrespect. I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster video gaming champion.
11th January 2010, Doc's first video was released to the world. Because of his eccentric personality and good skills at Call of Duty, he became very popular among the viewers from very start. To further fuel up his rise, he started collaborating with other big YouTubers, who also loved making content with Doc, so it was always a win-win situation for both parties. In the early days of Machinima, which was a gaming network on YouTube and third most subscribed channel on YouTube after Smosh and Nigahiga, what they used to do was they used to partner with a lot of YouTubers and create videos. Machinima once held a competition for the post of Premier Director and Doc won that competition. Machinima then shut down substantially, and Dr. Disrespect announced that he'd be taking an extended break from YouTube. On 22nd February 2011, Doc announced that his lifelong dream has finally been achieved. He explained in his stream that he always wanted to work in video games, but he lacked all of the necessary skills. He wasn't a programmer or developer. He didn't know anything about level design. There wasn't anything special that he could contribute to gaming industry. But he wanted to work in this industry. On March 16, 2011, Doc accepted the position of community manager for the studio named Sledgehammer Games. Sledgehammer Games happened to be co-developing the next Modern Warfare title, and they happened to be looking for a community manager. Doc applied and got the position, but to fully devote himself to this dream, he had to quit streaming. A year later, on March 1, 2012, he announced he had accepted a level design position at the studio, and he would go on to help design around 8 different maps for the studio. Even without having any prior knowledge in this field, he was able to achieve such remarkable feat, and it was all thanks to his dedication and confidence in his ability for success. On September 29, 2015, Doc announced his retirement from Sledgehammer Games to pursue other interests and returned to running his YouTube and Twitch personality, Dr. Disrespect.
Violence! Speed! Momentum!
His new favorite game was H1Z1, King of the Kill, and he was really good at it. Doc wasn't just winning games, he was playing around with his opponents, making jokes, and having a blast. His streams were top-notch, with funny speeches, cool backgrounds, and gimmicks. He stayed in character for 6 to 7 hours at a time, always entertaining.
3 blank shotgun blasts. Yes, we knew it was going to get us in trouble. Yes.
His channel grew fast, and by the end of 2016, he had thousands of new members in his subscriber group, the Slick Daddy Club. In early 2017, a new game called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, PUBG, came out. The developers gave Dr. Disrespect a copy to stream. PUBG was bigger, more strategic, and more complicated than H1Z1, making it harder to win. Of course, Dr. Disrespect was amazing at this game too.
3.
Well, Daddy, good job.
Beautiful.
As his stream got bigger, so did the entertainment. He even introduced a rowboat dock, where he streamed the game from a boat.
Streaming from the powerful Zephyrus. Oh, my God!
His antics kept viewers endlessly entertained. By the summer of 2017, he had become the face of Twitch. So it was no surprise that in November 2017, he was nominated for Streamer of the Year at the Esports Awards. Seeing him in character at the awards show, making hilarious and ridiculous interviews, and even joking about flipping the table if he lost, showed just how unique he was. Needless to say, he won Streamer of the Year 2017 at the Esports Awards.
I'm going to make this quick. I hate to stand up here 6'8". 6'8", 37-inch vertical leap. Woo! Google prototype scopes, built-in LCD LDT 280p Sony technology. I don't want to get into it.
Till now, everything was good in Doc's life, but it won't be life if everything stays the same forever. On December 2017, Dr. Disrespect went live on his channel, but something was off. He wasn't in character this time, but the guy beam was in front of the camera this time. He went live for roughly 2 to 3 minutes to say something that would mark as his first controversy.
I just want to be completely transparent with you guys. As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful. And I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off, to focus on
After the video ended, the internet was in shock. Nobody could believe what he said. Everyone was in shock that someone who has positively impacted so many people's lives would do something so disappointingly awful. There's no excuse for what he did, and there never really is when it comes to cheating. Some fans stuck by his side, while others chose to stop supporting him. His reputation took a big hit, and he deserved it. No matter how you felt about it, one thing was clear. Dr. Disrespect would disappear indefinitely once again. The internet thought the doc is gone now and would never ever upload again. But in late January, Dr. Disrespect suddenly uploaded a video to YouTube. In the video, with his wife sitting on his shoulders holding a knife to his neck, he announced that he would be returning on February 5th. This was fantastic news for his fans, but even more, it was heartwarming to see that he and his wife were able to work things out and rebuild their family. Their dedication and strength helped them overcome tough challenges and mistakes. The Twitch community started buzzing with excitement, eagerly awaiting Dr. Disrespect's return. Within minutes of starting his stream, Dr. Disrespect's audience grew to over 200,000 live viewers. He kicked off his comeback stream with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. and the viewers kept coming until it peaked at over 388,000 people watching his return. Every second of his stream was filled with new subscribers and donations. Dr. Disrespect gave the fans what they wanted: his explosive personality, top-notch production, and high-quality gameplay. Dr. Disrespect had returned, re-establishing himself as the face of Twitch once again. On 11 June 2019, Dr. Disrespect decided to do an IRL stream from E3 in Los Angeles. What happened was that he and his camera person walked into a public bathroom in the convention center. This likely breaks Twitch's terms of service, which state that you're not allowed to stream anything illegal. According to California law, filming in a public bathroom is an illegal invasion of privacy. No one saw anything particularly offensive during that part of the stream. Except for Dr. Disrespect saying he needed to take a diarrhea, there were plenty of other people in that washroom who had the right to privacy. Imagine if you were just washing your hands and Dr. Disrespect walked in and started talking about taking a diarrhea. This caused him to get banned on Twitch, but this ban was not for long, and Doc was back again streaming on Twitch.
Simply defines something you cannot comprehend. In this new, delicate world, Dr. Disrespect and the Champions Club, we've been levitating, separated by being above in the mindset while others scramble below, lost in the day-to-day struggles of relevancy. We don't have time for that. We're too strong, with too much energy, too much natural ability to be held back. Ain't nothing gonna hold us back, Champions Club.
26th June 2020 was time in Doc's life that changed everything for him. This was the time he was banned on Twitch again, but this time his ban would go for so long nobody could have predicted. This happened without any warning or messages from the platform. Doc's Twitch page went completely blank. For few hours, viewers were also shocked as to why Doc's Twitch page was unable to load, which was later confirmed by Doc in one of his tweets that he has been banned on Twitch, and this time without any explanation. The internet was totally confused as to why would a company ban their star performer, and for Twitch it was Doc. He has been streaming on Twitch since it was named Justin.tv. Few days later, famous video games journalist Rod Breslau claimed that he had been informed as to why the Doc had been banned on Twitch, but considered the reasons too legally sensitive to disclose at this point. He was one of the first to break the news of Disrespect's permanent ban, and his background in journalism seemed to give him some authority on the matter. On the same day, Twitch also released a statement stating that they took appropriate action in response to a violation of their community guidelines. This didn't clarify anything as to why Doc was banned, but further made it more complicated as to which violation he did. But the next day, Doc tweeted out that he also had been given no reason from Twitch as to why he had been banned, and if Doc himself wasn't clearly mentioned about the reason, there is very little possibility that any of the wider audiences were going to find out anytime soon either. The viewers were curious to what he had violated, so they started digging to his previous streams and found out that minutes before ending his last stream, Doc's behavior visibly altered where he appears to check his phone following what was a presumed notification.
So I should just put it on just chatting. I mean, like, I kind of wanted to get off, but now I don't want to get off.
The ban would further remain was confirmed when Twitch refunded viewers' subscriptions to the Doc's Twitch channel. So much was changing around the Doc in that moment that it was hard to pinpoint the exact cause. For next few weeks, there were no news regarding the reason for ban. The silence was still the case from both parties. Well, there were certain articles who published certain hypotheses regarding as to why Doc might have been banned. Some said it might be due to his eccentric behavior or his involvement in spreading misinformation during COVID. As Twitch was a growing platform that needed a strict policy to maintain a good image, this might be a good example for other streamers as well. After few week Doc with a Twitter post announced his return. Tomorrow, we arrive with a link to a video uploaded to YouTube. His return to streaming was a big thing, but this time he chose YouTube. More than his return, people were more curious about why Doc was banned and were eager to listen to the reason by Doc himself. He revealed that he would take legal action against Twitch. But his stream was not just to discuss about his ban, but he had returned this time and would not be going anywhere.
360 minimum. The next victory. Celebration time.
Better than this guy. Hell out of my face. What about you? What about this guy? First time he's ever played. This guy's the first time he's ever played right here. Look at him.
His audience was happy to see Doc back again with his old personality and crazy gameplays. Over the next year, he grew his viewer base on YouTube, continued collaborating with other creators and studios, and even planned his own entry into the video games market. Everything was progressing smoothly. Yet, despite this, he couldn't help glancing back.
There's no streaming community on YouTube, okay? I'll be straight up, like, streaming on YouTube, it's terrible. There's no community. If I play Apex, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm going to have to, like, market my stream in newspaper ads or something in order for someone to come across it. That's why I don't play Apex.
While his finances were likely still strong, proportionally speaking, he lost a lot, and his Twitch channel held significant emotional value. In August 2021, during a casual stream, the Doc shared some news with his excited viewers. He talked about how the Twitch ban had affected him and his business, then gave some new information about why he was banned.
But a lot of people ask me, do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why. And I'll just say this right now, champs. There's a reason why we're suing the fuck out of them, okay? I don't know how else to put it. The amount of damages and you just don't... No. Anyways.
This was the first time Dr. Disrespect said publicly that he knew why he had been banned and that he was suing Twitch. It was just a short statement, but news outlets quickly covered it, guessing why he made this decision. If he started a lawsuit, it meant he thought he had a strong case. A few months later, both Dr. Disrespect and Twitch announced they had settled. Their statements were almost the same, saying they agreed but didn't admit any fault. In a follow-up comment, Dr. Disrespect clarified that he would not be returning to Twitch, which seemed to contradict what he had said a few months earlier. Even though the question of why he got banned was never really answered, people stopped wondering as much because they still had access to Dr. Disrespect's content. Just on a different platform, things were calm for a while, until recently, almost 4 years later. A former Twitch employee named Cody Connors recently tweeted that Dr. Disrespect was banned from Twitch for sexting a minor using Twitch's Whisper feature and allegedly trying to meet her at TwitchCon. At the time, Dr. Disrespect was around 37 or 38 years old and had a daughter with his wife. Those were some serious accusations without any proof. This information was supposedly leaked a couple of years ago, yet it didn't become widely discussed until now. Journalist Rod Breslau hinted at a graphic reason behind the ban in 2020, but refrained from sharing details despite claiming to have credible sources. When the ban occurred, there were many theories, from contract disputes to spreading misinformation about COVID-19. Dr. Disrespect himself claimed he didn't know the reason initially and only found out months later.
Do you know the reason? Yeah, I do know the reason why now. I've known for months now the reason why.
After Cody's tweet, Rod Breslau backed him up, saying he didn't lie. One major question is why Cody and Rod waited almost 4 years to reveal this information. It might be related to a lawsuit Dr. Disrespect filed against Twitch a year after his ban, which was settled in 2022. The lawsuit's details, including the claims and settlement, were never disclosed. This could be due to NDAs that prevented people from talking about the case. After the tweet from former Twitch employee were out, people were still siding with Doc as there was no proof, and simple word of mouth couldn't be taken that serious to have strict action against him. Doc also tweeted out to deny the accusations in another post by X. According to Doc, there were no irregularities. "I did nothing wrong. All of this has been investigated and resolved. Nothing illegal. No irregularities were found, and I got paid." His friend Nick Merckx also supported Doc that time, stating in his video posted on X,
Tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about?
However, he would have to take back his words and support for Doc few days later, when the drama went so wild that Dr. Disrespect admitted to sending inappropriate messages to a minor, which led to his permanent ban from Twitch in 2020. In his latest statement on June 25th, Dr. Disrespect confirmed that he did have a conversation with a minor in 2017, but claims that the messages were merely casual, mutual conversations. Doc went on to claim that he takes responsibility for his actions, saying he should never have entertained the conversation to begin with. That's on me as an adult, a husband and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid, he said. On 24 June 2024, Dr. Disrespect in his last stream on YouTube stated that he is taking a break from broadcasting, but he hopes to come back after a long vacation with his family.
Champs, I'm going to call it right there. A little short one. We've accomplished some things, but I think more importantly, we need to step away. I think when I say step away, I'm going to have to either have to relay this to the Midnight Society, but maybe I step away from there too. Just completely remove myself from the scene. It's what I need to do. Right?
After Doc himself admitted to all his life certainly fell through. Everyone was angry at Doc. Streamers across social media started sharing their reactions after Dr. Disrespect accepted of sexting a minor. Although Bayham claims the messages were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate and nothing more, many of his fellow streamers aren't taking his side.
Doc had everything. Multi-million-dollar deals, brand deals, a wife, a child, lots of friends, a great community, a fun, energetic style of live streaming. He had a niche that nobody else filled. He had everything. You had it made, and you threw it away for the stupidest shit ever. And there's no coming back from that, It won't be Dr. Disrespect streaming, because Dr. Disrespect died the moment he posted that tweet. Guy Beam is going to be the one streaming.
Dr. Disrespect's career seemed doomed, but the tide began to turn when attention shifted away from him. This shift was sparked by none other than Chris Ava Tyson. It all began when a video by the channel Adrox titled, "This Video Will Make You Hate Chris Tyson," went viral. The video triggered a wave of hate directed at Chris Tyson, accusing him of supporting inappropriate actions. As the controversy grew, more details about Chris's past began to surface. One of the most shocking revelations was an allegation of grooming a minor, including claims of inappropriate texting. These revelations were followed by other accusations of serious offenses, which painted a disturbing picture. In comparison, Dr. Disrespect's case started to seem less severe, and many people who once criticized him began supporting him, arguing that he had faced more than enough backlash, while others, who had committed worse offenses, were living freely. Sensing an opportunity, Dr. Disrespect wasted no time.
The dark alleyways is where they're gonna find us. The next game is what we're going to get into. The next play, it's going to be a dominating one. The next snipe, 360 minimum. The next victory, celebration time.
not even gonna look at this last guy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna look at him.
This is my show.
No, it's not. Now it's mine.
On July 31st, he tweeted a picture of himself sitting behind a chessboard, which generated a mix of reactions, some negative, but many still in his favor despite his previous controversies. Just 15 days later, he posted another tweet, hinting that his vacation was going well, but that he would be back soon. The real reason for his quick comeback, however, was that the media and public had shifted their focus. The spotlight had moved from Dr. Disrespect to the Mr. Beast crew, following a video by former employee Dogpack 404 that exposed a series of allegations and scams involving Mr. Beast. These revelations seriously damaged Mr. Beast's reputation, turning him from a beloved figure to a target of widespread criticism. Dr. Disrespect took advantage of this moment, announcing his return by tweeting that his vacation is over. On September 6th, Doc returned with a live stream, complete with a new intro and background music, but the same iconic look. The stream, titled The Truth, addressed several hot topics surrounding him. He clarified some long-standing questions, including why he had never publicly revealed the reason for his Twitch ban during the 4 years of his absence.
For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
He went on to share the full story, explaining how Twitch allegedly lied about the lawsuit.
But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the Whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a multi-year, big-time arbitration, okay? And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the Whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch.
Doc firmly denied all allegations against him, calling them baseless and out of context. Judging by the surge in views on his live streams, it's clear he's attracting even more attention than before. Recently, rumors circulated that Doc might be joining the streaming platform Kick, but he quickly shut them down. He tweeted, "I'd retire before considering streaming on Kick. My community is the best in the industry. I wouldn't take it there." Despite all this, one thing is clear: Dr. Disrespect's comeback was swift, especially considering the level of hate he was facing just a few months ago, when many thought his return was impossible.